Hey guys, it's Vera and I'm at my grandma's house making a video for you. I wanted to show you the makeup products that I brought with me on my trip. But first I have to show you my Sugar Skull Jack shirt, which is pretty awesome. So anyway, onto the makeup. I brought Smashbox Deep Black Gel Liner because black liner. Okay, as far as like foundation products, I'm not wearing any foundation right now, by the way. It's been a long day. It's like after midnight. I was out at my dad's house. We were shooting guns. We were gonna go horseback riding, but the cinch broke on the saddle for Cash, which is the big horse that I can ride. So no riding, just some walking and running the horse around the pen. That's about it. But foundation. I brought my Cover FX CC cream. This is actually a special shade that's an N Extra Light because it perfectly matches my skin tone. Cover FX was very, very, very sweet, and they made up a batch for me so that I wouldn't have to keep customizing it with Face Altier 0 minus. So I brought this. I also brought my N Extra Light concealer and my blemish concealer so that if I need concealer, I have concealer, and I probably really do need it under my eyes, but whatever. I brought my calming primer and my brightening primer from NYX. And I brought my N10 powder foundation from Cover FX just in case I needed to like use a little bit of powder instead. I brought my NARS Light Reflecting Loose Setting Powder. I brought MAC Lightscapade. This was purchased when MAC was cruelty free. MAC is no longer cruelty free. I have to say this in every video because regardless I get questions. So I brought my Too Faced Candlelight Glow Duo, which if you haven't seen this, it's such a beautiful product. It's got the white gold side and the pink side. And sorry, I know the lighting sucks. I don't have my lighting kit here. I brought my Cover FX highlighter, and this is Moonlight, and it's a very, very pretty highlighter. It's great for like highlighting on the collarbone. I didn't bring this, but I bought this when I was here because I realized I needed it. It's Urban Decay's All Nighter Spray. I wish they made the mini size of Chill because I wanted to give Chill a try, but they don't, so I picked up this one. You knew I was going to bring the Urban Decay Vice 3 palette. I'm wearing the Vice 3 palette tonight. I've got on Alien and Bondage and Alchemy. So, yay. Really pretty. But I also brought, this is Makeup Revolution's Selfie palette, just because it cracked me up. I mean, seriously. I brought my NARS Narcissus Smoky Eye Trio. Brought the Urban Decay Electric palette. I put together a custom Makeup Geek palette with colors. The top row is Mercury Galaxy Peacock. The middle row is Poolside Barcelona Beach Vanilla Bean. The bottom row is Mermaid Galaxy Stealth. And then, because I didn't have enough eyeshadow, I still needed to bring more. I brought Sugar Pill Subterranean, Urban Decay X Half Baked. This is one of the split duos. ColourPop Shameless. This one's kind of like Urban Decay Zodiac. ColourPop So Quiche. This is like the olive gold with pink iridescence. Sugar Pill Elemental Chaos. Siren Cosmetics Shut It Down. It's a purple. You can see. Siren Cosmetics Sunset. It's like a peachy tan gold type shade. Urban Decay Walk of Shame. This was from my Build Your Own palette, and it's one that I've hit pan on. Inglot 81, this is a like multi-chrome pigment. It's like a copper and orange and cranberry, and I find it really pretty. Silk Natural Stinger, it's like a pinky magenta. Sugar Pill Magentric, totally feeling pinks right now. Darling Girl Mistress, this is that like blackened plum with green iridescence. I love this for a crease shade. Darling Girl Tragic Death of Mr. Stay Puft. I have a video coming up on this, I just haven't had time to edit it, but it's like a good inner lid shade. It's like a nice eye brightening type shade. Ardency N Royal, it's a very deep purple. This is Pixie Fairy Dust, and it's a highlighter for like the inner corner. It's like a white gold. This is Saucebox Magic. It's a pink. Okay, next we have blushes. Makeup Geek Secret Admirer. Makeup Geek Romance. Tarina Tarantino Neapolitan Lane. This is the blush that I go for when I don't know what to wear, just because it's like a neutral, like nude rose type color. NARS Unlawful. And my NARS Olympia Contour Palette. For mascara products, you won't find this a surprise, I'm sure. I brought Urban Decay Subversion, which is the mascara primer. Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. And Anastasia Lash Genius, which waterproofs everything. So these are like my go-to staple mascara products. For my brows, what I pretty much have been doing is using the Tarte Brow Pencil in Rich Brown. I also like the Anastasia Tinted Brow Gel in Granite, so I'll use this to sort of hold things in place if I don't feel like the pencil's going to cut it. And then I have my Tarte Rich Brown Brow Mousse, which is also good, but this is how I've been taking care of my brows this week. You know I have a thing for primers, so I brought my Too Faced Lip Insurance. I brought Ardent CN Modster Lip Balm and Base, and it's green tinted. I brought Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and I brought the Ofra Gel Eyeshadow Primer, which is what I used for my look today. And it's been, you know, let me see, 14 hours, still going strong, so pretty impressed. Oh, I guess you would count OCC Color Pencil and Anti-Feather, the clear one, as a primer. It's a clear lip liner. I brought a lot of lip products. OCC Hoochie Pencil, NARS Ants Soleil, NARS Costa Smeralda, something like that. MAC Grape, Bite Beauty Grape, Bite Beauty Amaretto, Bite Beauty Satsuma, Bite Beauty Moscato, Bite Beauty Napa, Hourglass Canvas. Isn't this like the cutest little thing ever? NYX Simply Pink Lip Cream and Enchanted, which is supposed to be like a peachy pink. NYX Simply Lip Cream and She Devil. NYX Simply Lip Cream and Temptress, which is actually like really purple. I wore this out Saturday night. And yes, I still have more lip products. Kat Von D Gothica, which is like the golden bronze sort of color. Ritual de Feel, which is, this is bittersweet. I like it because it's sort of like a ripe peach type color, but it's sheer. This is the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Mask in Champagne, and it's like a rose gold sort of color, so it's like pink with golden iridescence. This actually looks really great on top of this NYX Enchanted. I wore these today, and I've been putting this on my lips pretty much non-stop because they need the moisture. It's a lot drier up here. I also took my Notoriously Morbid Coffin Kisser in Cara and Mel's Rage, which is really tasty. I didn't bring these with me. I bought these up here. They're Wet n Wild. One is Bordeaux Boulevard. That's Bordeaux Boulevard. This one is Urban Night. See, Urban Night's more red toned. Of course, I brought my Supergoop SPF 30. I brought my NYX Green Tea blotting papers. So this is a sample I got from Sephora of Bare Minerals 5-in-1. It's like a nude. I have no idea like what it actually looks like on the eye. I just kind of tossed it in there because it was a sample. This is IT Cosmetics Illuminator for the eyes. So there's a matte side and a pearl side. It's really similar to the Anastasia duos like this. I brought Urban Decay's Ink for Eyes. Another black liner. And I brought some fun liners that I also can use as eyeshadows, and that's actually what I've done, is use them as eyeshadows. These are all Too Faced. I have Get Lucky, White Lie, Purple Rain, Silver Lining, Blackout, and Mink. But you can use these as eyeshadow. They claim 24-hour wear. I've seen 12 hours so far, but that's about as long as I've left them on. You can also use them as a base and pop eyeshadow on top of them, or just wear them on their own or smudge them out. For my nails, I didn't bring very much. I went and got a clear gel manicure done so that my nails would not break while I was on this trip, because I have broken nails in airport security by pulling out my laptop, and it's really frustrating. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna get gels done so that they're fine. So I haven't painted my nails yet, but I have the gels on. I brought my Cirque base coat, my New Bar top coat, Techno Pagan, which matches my hair. Yay. I love this color by OCC. It's so awesome. And then Rainbow Honey Midori Cuticle Balm. So this has been in my purse with my lip balms to put on my nails. As I'm sure you'll want to know what makeup tools I brought, let me show you. My Urban Decay Cageless Eyelash Curler. I know many of you want this, and Urban Decay doesn't sell it anymore. However, I found a similar curler on Amazon, and I linked it in my blog post that I have on my blog today. It's the Urban Decay Vice 3 Alien tutorial. So if you really want to get a curler like the one I have, go to that blog post and check it out, because I linked to one, so you can get one similar to this. Okay, I brought my Cover FX powder brush. I brought my Wayne Goss 6 brush because it's my favorite blender. I brought my Real Techniques concealer brush. I brought my Anastasia Beverly Hills 12 brush for doing my brows if I use like powder, or if I use gel, or like the Tarte Brow Mousse, this is the brush I use. I brought my OCC shader brush. This is like for along the lower lash line, or at least that's what I use it for. I brought my Eco Tools highlighter brush. So highlighting on the face, the collarbone, down the neck, the chin, all over. I brought my Sonia Kashuk contour brush. My lovely, lovely friend sent this to me and I really, really appreciate it because I didn't want to buy the whole set just for this brush, although I'm still tempted to buy the whole set just because, you know, hello purple. But I keep telling myself, no, no, I don't need it. And I really don't. I just want it because it's purple. But she was nice to send me this brush. It's really soft. It fits very nicely right here to contour. It's like a really great brush. And if you're interested in the Sonia Kashuk set, it's like 40 bucks at Target. So, you know, I'm still tempted to pick it up. I brought my Real Techniques Duo Fiber brush, which is for applying blush or for contouring, but I use it for blush primarily these days. I brought my Sugar Pill base brush. This is what I use to apply the base shade on my lid and or usually my brow bone and crease. Since I have hooded eyes, I'll apply it right here. Brought my Makeup Geek bent eyeliner brush because this works perfectly with gel liner. My Wayne Goss 8 brush, which is what I use to line the upper waterline and like right at the lash line since it's teeny tiny. My Real Techniques base shadow brush. I actually sort of use this to blend out in the crease or to do like a soft wash of color in the crease, so I like it. Wayne Goss 4 brush, which is another blending brush. Wayne Goss 18 brush, which is a lid brush. Wayne Goss 7 brush, which is a lip brush, but you could also use it for concealer or to apply, like, do detail work on the inner lid. And then I have my Sonia Kashuk metal comb that I actually need to clean, but this is what I use with mascara just to, you know, get rid of any clumps. And it folds down to just to this. Oh, I forgot. I also brought the Real Techniques sponge. This is what I'm using to apply the Cover FX CC cream in N Extra Light because I really like how the CC cream looks when applied with a damp sponge. Ooh, the last item that I have is this mirror, which is from Simple Human. I'm testing this out on a trip to see what I think of it because I have another mirror that I normally use for travel. Basically, all of the makeup that I showed you fits into my Zuka and 3 makeup bags, and then I put all of that into my backpack, which is with my laptop, which is my carry-on on the plane because I don't trust it to go through with my suitcase. All of my video equipment, all of my cameras, they all came in my carry-on, which actually I had 2 big carry-ons, so it was pretty heavy to have it all. This is my camera bag purse hybrid, which was one of my carry-ons. It's actually bigger than my backpack that I put my laptop in, but it can hold my DSLR, my little video camera, my Kindle, my husband's Kindle, my wallet, my brush, mints, gum, anything you can think of. I've got plenty of extra room in this bag, which is great because this is an Epiphany bag. My other Epiphany bag, which I really like, is the black one, but it's really small, so it's not ideal for travel. I could not put all of this stuff into the other bag. So I got this bag, and I'm really glad because I really like it. Love the color. Oh, and I guess the other item you would probably want to see is my little mirror. This is my Tokidoki purse mirror. It's really heavy. It's the only thing I don't like about it. Really solid. But it's got a normal side and a magnifying side. The other thing that I brought that I guess I will show you is my bunny page jewelry. So I brought my Purple Heart. This is actually what I wore through the airport because it's cute and purple and spiky. And I have this for the wedding that I'm going to, and this is this silk color, and it's like covered in tons and tons of Swarovski crystals. It's really beautiful and delicate, and it's like a pale gold with like a hint of pink. I have these kind of like rose gold earrings to go with it. And then I have this purple velvet ring, which I bought and I love. I really love all my bunny page jewelry, which is why I had to give it a plug in this video. So anyway, that's what's in all of my makeup bags. Okay, so here's my Zuka. It's not even remotely packed. Like, I could still pack a ton more stuff in here, but I don't have it packed in here. This is what it looks like that it's packed. My large Tokidoki bag has a little bit of space, but not much left. This is my little bag that actually goes in whatever bag is my purse so that I can get into it, and it's completely empty at the moment. And then this bag is full of my lip products, which is the Ariel bag. And then my brushes are in this hard case from Furless so that they don't break. And that is how a makeup addict packs for a trip. I've only worn makeup like 4 times in over my trip so far, and it's kind of sad because I've been really down. My grandmother's health is not the best. So it's really hard for me to want to put on a happy face and put on makeup. So I'm trying to do everything I can to help her. Anyway, I hope that you really enjoy seeing what I have with me right now on my trip, and I will try to get another look with the Vice 3 palette soon. Make sure you visit my blog. I'll put a link below to the picture tutorial that I did with the Vice 3 palette, so you can at least, you know, get one. And let me know how you're doing. Thanks so much for watching.